Hey guys, Tanna here with another SINoALICE video. Okay, today I want to talk about the new event which is known as Conquest in Global, aka Raid, which has just started today. It's about 1 more hour before our first raid. When I was preparing this, I wanted to say after the maintenance, but it's actually done already. I mean, it's only an hour, so not too long. Okay, so these are the new stuff right now. Also, I believe by the time I'm done editing this, the first conquest would probably be over already. The first conquest or raid will be happening at 4:30 PM. Right now it's 3:45 GMT plus 8 in global Asia, and will come 3 hours later for the US server. So by the time this video is up, it's around time for your first conquest. So basically for conquest, it's a high difficulty event which I will be using this post on Discord by user Baby Mod Ghost Cry. Don't bully. Okay, this is the conquest event, Nightmare in the Chapel. Okay, so these are the details. Character area, Snow White, which I believe will receive buff for this stage. So if you have Snow White, feel free to use her for this raid. Remember, you can also select friends with high power, especially with Snow White as their main for this event. Extra tip is you can actually now search for whales in C rank or D rank depending on how popular these players are. Okay, just a quick recap guys. Okay, so you can actually go to C. A lot of guilds are actually in the C rank right now. Okay, see, 400,000. So you can actually pick details, go to list, add them as friend, but dude, 100k, most likely his friend list is already full, so just try. Yeah, okay, so most likely you get this, so feel free to go scroll down or something like that to find a suitable whale companion to fit in your team. Anyway, moving forward, DPS, all type is okay and better if you have lifesteal weapons. Okay, let me go to my box to show you lifesteal weapons. I actually have a couple. I think this is one of them. Okay, Tornado of Leeching. Okay, when you're in combat, they actually have a heart shape to indicate it's lifesteal. Tornado of Leeching, okay, deals great P damage to one enemy, slightly restores own HP. Okay, so all these, I believe if there's a word leeching, it's gonna be lifesteal. Lightning of Leeching. Yeah, this one as well. Okay, so you get what I mean, okay? Okay, let me go back to the page. And as for support, Cleric and Minstrel is ideal for this conquest. Enemy details, aka raid waves. Okay, wave 1 is gonna be ghost. Okay, they don't actually indicate right here. Yeah, they only show you the boss and the nightmare. It is advised to stall on ghost in wave 1 until enough players join the instance before focusing on the wolves. Okay, the wolves is actually in wave 2. It is preferred to target the same opponents as CPU or party members to burst enemies faster. So focus fire to kill one by one so that you wouldn't get wiped out so fast in even in the wave 1. Try to play a little bit more strategically. One thing I usually do when fighting in advanced guerrilla event is to burst down one enemies. Okay, so the same advice given here, and then wait to recover SP while cycling out magic weapons, since the enemies are more or less immune to magic weapons in advanced guerrilla stages. But as for conquest, I believe the different mobs gonna have a different resistance. As for wave 2, wolf, orc, and plants are the enemies. Okay, so probably 1, 2, 3, 1, 1 each. And then wave 3 are high snakes. Approach with caution. And then finally, we go into the boss details. The first raid boss we will be facing is Midgard Summer, or also known as Jörmungandr. Okay, these are probably Icelandic language, yes, like Thor, Odin, Loki and stuff. Okay, wait, let's just use this website. Okay, Google Translate. Midgard Summer. Yeah, I think something like that. And then for Jörmungandr. Yep, that's... Here we go, Jörmungandr. And then back to my game. Okay, so it's actually a water snake. So remember, wind beats water. Thankfully, I have a bunch of wind weapons right now. Let me just go to my box again. Wait, actually don't need. Go to gear and they actually show you, right? I actually have 8 wind weapons, 5 water, and thankfully only 3 fire. Okay, one thing to note is, let me just go there again. This video is a bit troublesome, to keep switching back here. So one thing to note is both physical and magical weapons are fine to use, okay, since physical and magical defense are the same at 2 out of 5 star. Okay, P defense, M defense. A relatively balanced boss, I would say. Okay, boss tip for the boss itself, buffs and debuffs should be done during phase 1 while summoning wind elemental nightmares. Example, Iron Lizard, Dependents, I don't really know who are these. At the end of Joms, okay, the boss, first bar or halfway depending on potential damage. Finally, the rewards. Twilight Crystals, simple as that. In normal 3, okay, so there's actually 3 stages in total. Clearing rate will give you Jom. Okay, the nightmare. Okay, this Jörmungandr. Okay, clear normal 3 times. Yeah, he bracket will be edited when you know how many times needed to clean the calendar to get Jom Core that can be used to evolve Jom. Okay, let's scroll down and see if the details actually indicate. Okay, the drop rate is actually 1%, 2%, and 3%. And then reach verse 3 in the story for change to acquire the evolution material Jamun Gonter 4. Okay, so you just need to reach verse 3, which probably not be able to reach there. I'm gonna cover it in a minute. Okay, so anyway, it's pretty cool that we are actually getting an SR Nightmare so soon in global, which is awesome. He can actually be evolved to L rarity, by the way. Okay, the Nightmare details, got you covered, guys. Okay, right here. So known as Midgard Summer in JP, he has an active skill called Dark Tsunami, okay, which bracket 2, which makes fire type enemies take greatly increased water damage. Sounds perfect to prepare for the upcoming Nier Automata event next week. Also, his Colo skill greatly increases the hit rate of Colo 8 skills for all allies, which buff hit rate for weapons that need the accuracy. Anyway, Conquest events like this are exactly like Gorilla event. They have a certain time slot and they run for 30 minutes each. Seems like there's a lot of time limited events in this game, which I'm actually getting used to now. It can be a little bit inconvenient considering many people have work and school, but maybe the lockdown is suitable for playing games since you're better off staying indoors, you know, in our natural habitats anyways. Anyway, use this website to check the time. Okay, the same website. Okay, let me just go here. Okay, so you just need to click this event timer. They actually show you the conquest. Okay, it's half an hour more to the first conquest. Anyway, I believe this website is trying to implement an alarm function, which I think they kind of removed it because it didn't work just now. I actually tried the alarm function. They actually have 3 different types of ringtones or something like that. And also I noticed that in weapons database, weapon database, right now they actually have this filter right here. Okay, global JP. It was only in JP, but now they have actually a global switch, so you can actually use this, which is really awesome. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about is the event itself. Okay, let's go back to the page. Okay, let's use this website, okay, which is the Wikipedia, to talk about this. Okay, so there's a reason I put this all the way at the end as I was preparing for this video. I feel like there's some things that I gotta address, you know, like when players are actually facing certain aspects of the game and also watching a couple of videos. It could be my video, it could be someone else's video. So if you guys have been following me for a while now, you probably know that I don't usually bring certain things up in my videos, as I feel it's a little bit unnecessary most of the time. But somehow for SINoALICE, it's a little bit different than usual, probably the player base. I don't particularly hate it, but it actually does keep things interesting for me. It kind of, you know, generates some thinking process. Also, it's also a learning experience for myself as a content creator. So my hair is like messing up all the time. Okay, so I want to talk about the event details, which in itself is nothing more than information. Event details. The event will start today and it will last for 2 weeks, and we have a total of 3 stages based on this website right here, shown here. Okay, so the first one is recommended you have 80,000 total power. Okay, well, let's use that. The requirement is actually 50,000, so you know, I guess I don't really need to be attempting this event right now. Okay, bye guys, roll the credits. And then verse 2 is 100,000 power, followed by verse 3 at 130,000. Okay, just for reference, new data found returning to screen. Okay, it's actually 4 PM right now. I don't really know why is there new data. Probably reset. I'm just gonna wait for this to load before I can show you, what's my progress right now. It isn't like that much, but yeah, here. So I actually just hit 40.6 thousand, but this event actually requires you to have 50,000. Yep, which makes us players, you know, panic to try to hit 50,000 just to run this event, and then panic even more because we can't actually complete verse 3. 130,000, you know, just to actually complete this. It's relatively impossible for me to hit 130,000, you know, points to safely run this event. Actually, I cannot even hit 100,000. Okay, the rest of the player base who are patiently waiting and saving their gems for Nier Automata event, myself included, will just have to suck it up right now and pass this event as the experienced players, saying that the reward is not actually worth forcing it right now. So like, if you're gonna be using all these gems, sooner or later you'll be using gems, right? But like all gacha games, you know, crystals or rather gems are the most precious commodity in a gacha game itself. And I don't want to be quoting the good experienced players on Discord, but this is the generous consensus of these players who have been playing a long time. I mean, like, who are we, the brand new players, to question these players who have been playing for many years that they're actually wrong? Would you say that this group of people, you know, that they are wrong? They have been playing for years, and then, you know, we just walk in week 1 and say, dude, you're saying the wrong stuff. you're wrong. If it's a matter of preference, then okay, fine. Okay, I understand that. We are on a rather tricky territory, even though, you know, for players who have been playing for a long time, which seems rather straightforward and clear-cut to them. Either worth it or not worth it, you know, period, done. Efficiency and investment is something that you can only grasp while playing and experiencing the game for a while, you know, not like day one, you know, try and error and stuff. And also as a new player, I always try and seek out the why. It usually takes quite a while to actually dig out certain information because, you know, the information is all over the place for over like 3 years or something. And of course, I also did a ton of beginner's mistake, especially on launch day. Especially, you know, flashback to not utilizing the AP pre-rank 20, you know, purification. To justify, I was trying to make a less play series which involves doing the story and also trying to rush 210 just to get the guilds out. It's also considered a new game for us global players, even though it's relatively old in JP now. Even I'm still desperately learning as much each day, you know, so I can make content for players. Okay, at this point, as usual, I'm very sure that I'm gonna get comments that don't agree with what I'm saying certain parts of the video. And I want just to point out that interestingly, SINoALICE is actually the first gacha that I played with so many players feeling the need to tell me that they disagree with certain points of the video. Yeah, with certain things I said. And I actually respect that, guys. I'm not angry or anything, but it's actually pretty interesting that players tell me like, okay, this, but the experienced player actually saying something else. Like I said, as a new player, I am not experienced enough to say, yo dude, you're actually flat out wrong because of this reason and that reason. You know, I can just quote and quote some things that are already in my head, but I actually have to find out. When I receive a comment, you know, regarding certain parts of the game, when I'm not sure, obviously I gotta go find out, you know, and then give the answer to you guys. And like one of the comments I received recently, and I actually agree with it, let's be honest, those players probably know better than us. I mean, they've been playing for a while now. They have their reasons, so my job as a player, it's also your job as a player to slowly understand why they are actually saying certain things, and things like that usually takes a little bit of time to understand and to actually confirm on our own end. So for now, I'll probably just wait and see, you know, why is certain things, and then I'll probably go and find out certain aspects of the game. I'm not saying it's actually right or wrong because ultimately it's up to the players, you know, to decide if it's worth the short-term gain or you know, think just a little bit further and hold it a little. It can be pretty similar to situations like, say I have a couple of friends who want to play Dead by Daylight and they can't wait to play it. I understand, you know, like you discover a game and then everybody can play, you know, so you can't get excited about that. So, but then, you know, what I advise them is, you know, wait for Steam sale, which is just around the corner back then. But they told me they just can't wait and want to start playing, which isn't exactly wrong per se. So exactly 2 days later, the game actually went on sale, which I think like 60% off or something like that. Which of course I bought the game at like $9 instead of $20. My friend actually spent the $20, so it's actually more than half the price. And you probably know how that feel when you actually bought a game full price only to find out the price cut the next day and you already played like so many hours and then you cannot get a refund for that. So this scenario is actually pretty similar in terms of, you know, what players value at a particular point in time, which it's not wrong. You can actually say that they're right or wrong, but you know, ultimately it's their decision to do that. So anyway, the point of this story is, end of the day, the most important thing that this is a game. Do what you want, but most importantly is to have fun and don't do things you regret and quit while, you know, leaving a sour taste while you're at it. So as a player, you know, you have your own duty, you know, to find out like, you know, what's actually worth doing or not worth doing, things like that. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk mic drop. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video or once again, get something out of it. It's been a tiring but rather fun experience preparing for SINoALICE video so far. I'm enjoying the game a lot. Anyway, I'm probably gonna do a review on the current banner, which is this one right here. Gacha cake grimoire. Okay, this one, Hammer of Justice. Okay, so anyway, the new banner is right here with Snow White Crusher and Mermaid Breaker. I'm probably gonna do a review on this next. I don't know how long I'm gonna take this. So anyway, stay tuned and subscribe for more SINoALICE videos, or you know, just show some support. Also like this video and comment below what do you think or feel what I just said about this video. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Okay, so you're gonna skip the story now. Actually just read this. Okay, so apparently I can actually do this. And since it's only 5 AP, I'm gonna attempt right now and see if I can actually complete this. So win recommended. Okay, I'm gonna back. Man, this is so irritating. Okay, right now it's actually 4:30. If you guys are not aware, win as long as not too many fire. Okay, support. Yeah, support is okay. So 2 support and then 3 DPS with a bunch of win units. Maybe I should change Lizzie out with a lot of win. Okay, win. Okay, win. I think that's fine. Let's skip this. Well, let's see how difficult this conquest is. I'm actually curious to see how it goes. So it says store for that, right? So I'm gonna... Okay, let's try to burst down something. Okay, they're probably immune to magic, the ghost. Okay, so I'm gonna use physical. Thankfully I have a lot of wind elementals. Okay, somebody died. Okay, wow. Okay, 2 of them died. Mind you, they're actually pretty geared, like 60,000-70,000. So this is gonna be tough. Okay, I'm gonna rotate a bit. I'm dying actually. And I don't have like life leech now. Not looking good. Okay, thankfully I got healed. Okay, it's only left 3 of us. Okay, life steal. Okay, I gotta use physical. Oh, I think I'm dead. Whoa, 2k damage. So if you die, you can actually just click charge. It wouldn't do anything. And then you just wait, you know, for the whole thing to end. I'm probably gonna lose. I mean, we just left with only 2%. Okay, so if this happened to you, you know what to do? Strengthen your team. Simple as that. So use the time and effort, everything else turns into, you know, making your team stronger, making your character stronger, you're making your account stronger. And that's all for today. See you guys. Bye bye.